Greetings, gentlemen. So time for a little casual conspiracy. So, doesn't it seem a little weird that, in New York, they shoved all the young people with COVID into the old folks' homes? I mean, doesn't that seem a little weird? And consider this. How many of those old folks were on union pensions, be it state or big corporation unions? I mean, just saying. This is OTR Ogre and Corgi, and if you're here, like, link, and subscribe. Remember, this is just my thoughts. When I look at this situation, I'm like, hey, so let me see if I got this straight. You're going to have to pay for the next X amount of years to this retiree this much per month. And if they're old, infirm, or say they just got over surgery and they need a place to stay, these people might be put into a nursing home, to get them either better or is long-term. Maybe they're going to live another 2-3 years. Maybe they're going to live another 5 or 10. It might be like Grandpa Simpson at the home. But imagine if they died off, would you have to pay them? Well, no. They're dead, so their pension ends. And all the money that they contributed or would have been paid out just gets recycled back into the businesses, the state fund, everything. And this is where I look at people and I say, this is why you should invest yourself. Because, you take your investments and you can transfer them to your children. You can buy real estate and do all sorts of different things to transfer these things to your children. As where a pension, your children don't get shit. And the same thing with Social Security. It's why I don't believe in it. Social Security, when you die, it's just gone. They're like, well, you're dead. Oh, so it doesn't matter whether you contributed a little or a lot. But imagine how much, Cuomo, or whoever, the mayor of, was it de Blasio or some shit, saved the state of New York or the unions in New York by shoving all these people in these old folks' homes, spreading it out, killing off all these old people. These old people are, it's so fucking heavy Democrat in the New York City state area that you're not worried about losing the vote. So if the people are dead, there's just the economic loss at this point. So there's no big deal to them. But, you consider all the different ways you could have handled this. You're telling me you couldn't have found a warehouse somewhere in New York and retrofitted it temporarily? Take this warehouse, put a bunch of sheets and beds and shit, and then you have a temporary COVID thing. Yeah, they had that ship that was there, and they didn't even fucking use it. But they shoved all these people into the old folks' homes. Now, this is the party that had the controversy back in the day when Obama was like, well, if you're old and you're not really going to survive anyways, you only got a few years left, well, we'll just give you some medication so you're comfortable. And that's where the term, death panels came along. A panel of people deciding, well, you're old or you're useless. And if you don't believe that shit goes on, look at the way the vets are treated. The veterans get treated like absolute fucking garbage in this country. Yet, it has to be something where it gets so bad that people bring it up for it finally to be a mentioned issue. You don't think they would do that to people on pensions? And like I said, it's called casual conspiracy for a reason. You just kind of take some brain nuggets and have a little fun with them. But when I look at it, I just think to myself, I'd love to see a spreadsheet of how much New York saved with all those dead fucking elderly people. Like I said, how much do they get paid per year? How much Social Security get paid per year? And this is the government, you leftists want to elect in. So, anyways, take it easy.